Looks familiar.
We are worried.
We are concerned
We're curious.
We're looking.
for answers,
Listen.
To a story.
a hope, or something better. I am Emerald.
I am Charlie.
Hello, I'm Hazel.
Oh, and don't forget about me.
Yes! So how is it?
Hey, cut the music, cut the music.
Not bad.
Is our prologue too short?
No, I think it's fun.
I think it's okay lah. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
but,
for 4 weeks of practice, not bad.
but will the audience find it too emo or not?
Yeah, the audience find it too emo, then whatever lor.
As long as we say what we want to say.
Yeah. Hey, let's hurry up. I want to go for lunch.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Wait,
we only have
what?
25 more minutes.
But what's for lunch?
I can talk about that later.
Huh? Oh, alright.
Uncle, can you
What's your
please?
problem? Hong Ding Tao Wei.
I like it! I like it!
Okay, I'm glad to see you all enjoying yourselves. Welcome on board 8381H. This is your captain, Charlie speaking. I hope you're down for the funnest ride of your lives.
Yes! Roller coaster and bumper boat!
Yes, you know it. Okay, if you look to your left, you'll see beautiful islands projecting Wonka Wise in the mood for love on loop. And if you look up, you'll see sky. Baby blue skies with splashes of orange like a brightened peach. And if you look to your right, that one is just forest lah, planted by student councillors. Yeah, they had this big scale ceremony, you know, like the one your MPs have every month.
Yeah, I did that too, you know, tree planting, because I'm the head prefect in school. And next time, I want to upgrade to become student councillor.
Oh, is it? You know, I used to be a prefect and student councillor too.
Really?
Yeah, when I was your age, I wanted to be an MP. But actually, what I really wanted to be was to be a filmmaker lah. Yeah, I mean, I did grow up around stories after all. My parents used to tell my sister and I stories of their youth, their adventures at Tanning Hawk's Zablao, and the chronicles of the Taugeh farmer on East Coast Road. I wanted to tell my own stories too. You know, when I was 8 years old, I actually convinced my classmates that I knew Kung Fu because I watched IP Man for the first time. And they believed me, sia. What the hell, man? But over time, I grew up lor. Then here I am lah.
Then, are you happy now?
Oh, okay. Okay, I know the boat's a bit rocky now, but just hold on to the handrails at the side and you will be fine.
Well, are you sure or not? Stop playing, eh?
I'm not playing, Yeah, we are on track. You can't really see it now, but the destination is right ahead, just behind
Hey, that's not the route that I taught you. And the wind is getting stronger. You know what that means.
Yeah, it's going to jialat already, but I had something else in mind.
What else can you have in mind? You willing to put the safety of your passengers at risk?
Yeah, I got it under control lah. Can you relax, please?
Are you sure about that? Your boat is so small and you still want to fight the storm, huh? I have taught you everything that I know since young.
Okay, can you sit down,
And you
please?
still insist on this? In case you forgot, the reason why you failed your driving license is because of your stubbornness. Ugh.
Hey! This is my own route, right? You know me better than anyone else. Do you really think I don't care about my passengers? Come on lah, can you just...
Sorry. I know you are arguing, but someone fell off the boat.
You know what you need to do.
This is what happens when you mess with the route. Okay? Here and 20 years ago is different. You cannot turn left here anymore lah. Okay, over there. Go. Ready? Where are you, hello? Hey! Where are you, Where's she?
Yeah, the shiny thing.
Shit,
The
yeah.
pretty.
Wake up. Are you okay?
Okay.
Come, Thais around you.
Oh.
Okay, come, turn around. Alright, stand up. Whoa. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing.
Ready? 1, 2.
Wow,
Okay, ah.
so cute eh.
Good job. Thanks.
So actually, Charlie Dessert, where are we going
You know, it's moments like this I really don't know, man. What do you mean? If I didn't choose this route in the first place, this wouldn't have happened, right? Look, if you didn't take this route, we wouldn't have seen all the scenery. Oi, Charlie, are you okay? Oh, yeah. I think lah.
Then
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, actually, you know where we are going one. Jablao at Tanglin Hut, Kage Farmer is East Coast Road. We always know where we are going.
Yeah. Even if you think you're always a mess, somehow you always know. I guess so.
Yeah, actually uncle also know the. Just that, I say to say sorry only.
Excuse me.
Yeah, lor.
You want the book back?
Of course. Everybody okay? Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, I'm gonna install seatbelts after this.
You should. Huh? 这个 music 啊
Of course lah. It's like good old days what. Oh, songs are in here. Hey guys, look up. Right over there. Our destination is right ahead.
I see. And we are all in good hands.
Right?
Okay, next.
Let's go. Thank you guys for that. No worries. Anytime. This. Right. Good.
Next stop, 1 North.
小妹啊，还有几个站才到唯一站啊？
哦，下一站就是了。
哦，好，谢谢。
Some say knowing station codes and station names are impressive, but everyone thinks that knowing station names in their English and Chinese versions are so much more meaningful. Well, these two languages makes up the bilingual environment that I live in.
Next station, Kentridge.
下一站，肯特港。中文还是最悦耳动听的。English is still good, but maybe not as good.
This train has stopped here for a while as the train ahead has not left the station.
Sometimes I feel detached from the space and disconnected from the people around me.
Emerald, have you done your work yet?
Is he trying to doubt me? Saying I never do my work? Is he trying to find fault with me?
Hey, referee kayu.
Boo.
哎呀，
Referee kayu.
只是更简单的信息嘛，干嘛想这么多呢？是就是，不是就不是咯。
玉郎公园，请小心空隙。
One body functioning with two brains, one English brain and one Chinese brain. How do I reconcile all of this? No inside of me. Everything is all 中文中文中文中文中文. And there was once when I wanted to comfort my friend with
希望是生命的灵魂，心灵的灯塔，成功的向导。
but when I wanted to convey my thoughts to her, it just became like,
Don't lose heart. You will succeed.
yeah, just like that. Functional equivalence. Not even at all a formal equivalence.
Emerald.
Tell me why? Tell me how?
Emerald.
It's so confusing, you know.
英翠。
是谁在叫我 Mandarin is so personal to me. Feels like home, rich, with love. And this strong love started when I did Chinese drama, 戏剧表演 in nursery school. All of us spoke Mandarin and we had so much fun acting. And I went on to primary school and took Chinese dance as a CCA. Classes were also conducted in Mandarin. And we had so much fun dancing. Can you imagine me learning Chinese culture in English? 简直就是一场噩梦嘛 Definitely, many have asked me, why not go to a place that suits you, where birds of all the same feather flock together? But do they know 之不易. Everything I love is here. My friends, my families, my home, my loved ones. 换作是你，你能放得下吗？ It's not about any broken communication. Neither is it about bridging language gaps or overcoming language barriers. It's just about me trying to reconcile everything from within. The English brain and the Chinese brain to be at peace with one another. I oftentimes realize I focus too much on how and why these two aspects work so differently. But life isn't about stagnating in the present or resenting about the past. It's about where I want to be in future. Have I halfway there yet? And have I found the solution? Maybe. And maybe not. 这过程也许会艰苦难耐，但我相信总有一天 I will get there. The person I was is not the person I am, and definitely will not be the person I will become. Am I me?
Very good, very good.
Yeah, that worked out.
But my umbrella?
Sorry,
Yes, we get it right next time. Not bad.
Tomorrow?
Yes, yes, remember tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow.
Thank you, ministers, for your prompt attendance at today's meeting. Today we are going to address the emotional distress that the nation of Hazel has been facing. The people are concerned. Ministers, anybody want to update about this issue?
Ministry of Expectations would like to begin. Okay? Firstly, the people are heavily stressed by the laundry list of expectations. Students are catching up with overdue readings, adults are chasing
Okay,
after
okay,
endless.
thank you. You've emailed me this 5 times already. I've heard this a lot of times. Okay, thank you. Next, please.
Alright, I'll follow up. Speaking for the Ministry of Artistry, we have a lot of shit to settle as well. Most of it being our unfinished songs, our unfinished scripts, and we have been trying to offer music to expectations to try and work things out, but it hasn't really been working out like it used to be.
Yeah, this is an unprecedented event. We do not know what's happening right now.
Okay. So does any other ministry want to talk about this? Ministers? Ministers, we have to put our heads
Whoa,
together!
wait.
What?
My head is in the center.
That was not in the script.
My
Huh?
hair.
I thought yesterday you all tell me to do what?
Change already.
Yeah, we just changed
Change
the
already.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Alright. This is going to affect all of us.
Well, I think this could have something to do with our rejection of the Ministry of Intimacy proposal last meeting. You know, Hazel didn't really seem to be happy with it.
Let's see, Okay, so last meeting, MOI proposed that Hazel confesses to a crush in order to reconcile her repressed emotions. However, the ministry, everybody rejected this proposal on the grounds that it's part of the gay agenda and that it would jeopardize the work of other ministries, correct? Okay, MOI, any comments about this?
Well, I wasn't anticipating to be called today, but yes, we have been working on a new and updated proposal, but that was not scheduled for today.
Okay, and how does the ministry plan to move forward with this?
Well, we still intend to confess. to
What?
the girl.
No! Okay, apology speaker. I violently object to this shit. This is not at all appropriate. Work issues are real issues that deserve to be prioritized. Besides, the success rate of confession will exponentially increase when we are successful. Thus, I propose to postpone the confession right now.
Postpone the confession. How much longer do you want it to take? We've already established that this has been causing some trouble to Hazel. Shouldn't we solve this problem right here, right now?
You are ignorant of the difficulties
Guys,
that we
you don't
face
have
every
time.
day. You are not dealing with the people that ask you, huh? You like girls ah? You are
Going to hell.
Yeah, you see?
Yes, I've heard this narrative many times before. But isn't it time we solve this issue together?
Yes, I think so too. MOI, would you like to share the job that you didn't get to present this last meeting?
Yes, please. Thank you. Hello. I've been sitting on this for quite a while. And there is really no appropriate time for this. Honestly, this might be the scariest thing I'll ever have to do. But I need to do this. I know what you're going to say, and I know what other people are going to say. But if you feel the same way, I think that we can make this work. I think you're great. Sometimes I don't know if I like you or I just want to be like you. I appreciate all of the ways that you tell me that I can be better. When you tell me to save my money, or when you tell me to study hard and pay attention in class. I like that you make me feel safe when I tell you my problems and my secrets. TLDR, I like you. And I don't expect you to do or say anything, but I just needed to do this because it was eating me up inside. Who knows, I might even write a few songs to help me work through this. In the meantime, I know that we will be okay.
Proposal approved. Let's work on this together. Session adjourned.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Da, 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 ba, 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 ba.
The bell's so weird today. Well, anyway, good morning, students.
Morning.
I go by many names, but feel free to call me Mr. Arabin. I come.
John, I have a question.
Yes.
You're not Chinese, right? Indian, huh?
Can the school prata compare to your own one?
You're gonna have to try to believe it. But anyway, moving on. I came from a multicultural background.
You want kosong prata or telur prata? Spring onion, chocolate, cheese, strawberry, mellow dinosaur, fish curry, mutton curry, chicken curry, duck curry. Wait, you got duck curry on it?
No, I want us to get on with the program. So, my mother is a Chinese and my...
Arvin,
Yes?
is that too much?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, did I sound too offensive?
Primary school students say that all the time.
Dude, if you're affected, please let us know. Yeah, please.
Well, yeah, right now the only thing affected is the script. So, my mother was a Chinese and my father is an Indian. And being of both races has been confusing, to say the least. When I was born, I was only allowed to reflect one of my races in my IC. Sure, the law has changed since then, but I have to go through so much legal trouble just to be recognized for what I am.
A Singaporean may request in person to change his or her race at the Citizen Services Centre at the ICA building.
The processing time is 2 months. Some cases will require a longer time to process. The applicant will be notified by post once their request to change to a double-barreled race is approved.
Hello, double-barreled race? What even is that? Do I look like a barrel to you?
Double-barreled.
Having 2 parts joined by a hyphen.
Yeah, but why can't we just call it what it is? Multiracial, biracial, Chindian?
Do you want it
recognized
recognized or not? Double-barreled can also be referring to double-barreled questions.
An informal fallacy.
When a person asks one question that touches upon more than one issue, yet only allows for one answer.
One answer.
Only one answer. And that's why racial identity has always been a big problem for me. Well, I mean, if I had to choose, I say I feel more Chinese, you know. I grew up with my Chinese grandparents, I went to a Chinese school, I studied Chinese, and, you know, what makes me any less Chinese than everyone else?
哇，老师，你讲华语啊？
好帅哦！
可以讲几句来听听吗？
I don't need to speak Chinese to prove that I am Chinese. Just in the same way I didn't need to speak Tamil for you all to know that I'm Indian, you know. Whenever I go out, I always get recognized as an Indian or sometimes even as a Malay. Hello? Sorry, what was my name?
Saya bukan orang Melayu.
Saya bukan orang Melayu. Come on, don't judge a person by their looks. We are what we are, right? And we know what we are best, right? You know, sometimes I don't even believe in these statements that I say. Whenever I go out with my Chinese friends, I always have that feeling that I'm being excluded simply because that, you know, I'm not pure-blooded. If only I studied Tamil, then perhaps I would be a lot closer with my inner Indian. If only I wasn't Indian, then maybe I'd be closer with my Chinese friends. If only. So many ifs. I've been thinking about this for most of my life, and I don't think that there is a concrete answer for my problems. But I do have my answer: acceptance, to come to terms with one's reality. I am what I am, and I want nothing more than to be recognized for that fact.
You're Indian.
But you're Chinese.
Well, yes, but that's what makes me what I am.
Wait. So what are you?
Hi, my name is Arabin, and let me tell you more about my story and my racial identity.
Okay, you're done!
That was a pretty good run, guys.
Yeah, it was.
Just in time for before our booking ends too. I think we still have a few more things to polish up, but I think
But you
Yeah.
see, we went from the boat and then to the train, then to a general meeting, and then to a school. It's so many locations, you know. Will the audience find it too confusing?
What's so confusing about that? This is our journey, man, as long as you said it as it was.
yeah, if it doesn't make sense, then we can come back and workshop tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with the way I said it. Let's go for lunch.
Yay, let's go!
Okay, wait, but what's for lunch?
Prata!
lah, still you ask man, please lah.
Got protein or not?
Can I order the Tolo prata for you, right? And then we all want chocolate, spring onion.
It's the part prata better than this one.
You gotta try
I
it
haven't
already.
finished chocolate, spring onion.
Yes, we know. You memorized the whole menu already.
Shut
Shane.
up.
Okay.
Okay.
Crash! 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 Help! Crash! Help! Rachel! Rachel! Crash! 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 And that's when my mommy died while trying to save me. She didn't know how to swim, yet she dived into the water just for me. I stood rooted to the ground. My jaw dropped. Thoughts raced through my mind. Will I be motherless? Will my mother survive? Right in the nick of time, the lifeguard dived into the water, and with his mighty strength, he pulled me and my mommy to shore. And that is why my mommy is the best mommy in the world.
Brava! Brava! What a tear-jerking performance. We were all drowning in your motherly bravery. So, Felicia, what do you think of your performance? Do you think you can win the MAMA Medallion 2032?
It's not about winning or losing. It's about the journey, the values we instill in our children. In my family, we believe in hard work, integrity, and resilience. Resilience until die already. And I believe my Rachel, she embodies these values. You know, I never asked her to do this one, but every night she come to me and she say, "Mommy, we must practice." She go drama school some more.
Wow, I didn't know Rachel rehearsed every single night. What a clever little girl you are. So, Rachel, you want to say something to the judges and to the audience?
Yes, my mommy, she worked so hard for me, my daddy, my koko, my akong, my ama, my neighbor, my dog, my domestic helper, my neighbor's brother, my neighbor's sister, my cat. And she cooked delicious fish porridge for me. I love my mommy.
Aw, How endearing. So Felicia, do you want to say something to your families who are watching you at home?
Which camera?
Camera 6.
Okay. Hello to my husband Lu Ming, my pa who always take care of my children when I go work, and of course my darling son Jonathan. I know you wish you were here with your sister, but you chose to stay at home and study for PSLE. We all know our roles in this family, and I just want to say to all of you that thank you for nominating me for the MMM all those rounds ago. I am so honored and just so humbled by it. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Oh mothers, they work so hard for the families and the nation. To our viewers who are watching, feel free to cheer and commend these mothers on. Our moderators will engage with you wherever you are. And thank you, Felicia, for the heartfelt message. Now remember, audience, your vote matters to the judges. Your vote will ultimately decide the winner of MAMA Medallion 2032. Will walk away with a guaranteed, secured future, education, career for their kids, as sponsored by the generosity of the state. So go and vote. This is MSF Maximilius Sebastian Fernando.
Hey, remember it's flatter, gaster. We practiced so many times already. Later oral exam, how?
Sorry, mommy.
No, it's okay. Mommy is just so proud of you.
Yeah, it's just I'm very tired.
I know. But you know why we have to do this, right? Mommy just wants a good life, good school, good future for you and Koko. You know what I always say?
It's not easy here.
Rachel, so clever. We just have one more night and then we finish. Okay? We go behind and play? Okay, come. Hey, say hello to Auntie Audrey.
Hello to Auntie Audrey.
Hey, Aiden where?
Oh, Aiden is at home. I don't feel comfortable bringing him on stage.
Why hassle is it?
My son is not a hassle and he's not a prop
I
either.
just meant special needs.
Thank you, Felicia, for your concern.
Good luck.
Sorry, Ali.
Oh, it's okay. Ready, ah? 5, 6, 7, 8. All this time, all our lives have been difficult. God, did you intend it this way? You all forget your lines. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
My little son, he did not ask to be born this way. But if it's what you wish for me, please give me strength, I hope and pray.
Alright, we are going live in 3, 2. What is something we citizens will always say when we have to endure hardship and suffering? Never mind. Audrey, our stunning stay-home mom and ex-lawyer, is up next with a musical number that will show you how mothers can never mind at any burdens that they are given. Even her poor autistic child. So sad, right? She have to give up everything for him. This 1997 musical will surely move you to tears.
All this time, all our lives have been difficult.
She's going to be a stay-home mother.
God, did you intend it this way?
Yet she calls herself a feminist.
My little son, he did not ask to be born this way. But if it's what you wish for me, please give me strength, I hope and pray I'll love you more. your tears away, take your fears and throw them all away. I can see what you hide from me when you think that no one's ever by your side. My parade means never mind, my dear. When you feel alone and lost and cold inside, my parade means that I love you, dear. You know my love will always be by your side.
Wow! What a moving performance! Bilingual some more. Aiden must be so lucky to have you as a mother who can endure it all. When we come back to the show, super singer mom Mooney will dazzle you with an extraordinary performance. You don't want to miss it. What was that? Why didn't you follow what we have rehearsed?
I just wanted to be real.
Real? You're being real stupid for doing that. You know what I've done has cost me too. Hello? Hi, good evening, sir. Yes. Everything is under control, under my watch. I have it covered. Yes, don't worry, sir. We'll make sure that the last performance will go as planned. Is that okay, sir? Sir? Look what you've done. If you want to do improvisation, go do theatre.
No. She's happy with me. Yeah, thank you so much. Help me carry this thing. So sweet.
Yeah, I drew a drawing for Auntie Mooney also. I drew a sun for Sunny.
Where is Sunny? She's with her aunt.
So I'm the only one who brought a child. Okay.
You wish Auntie Mooney good luck.
Don't need. She not scared of camera one. You know, I got see her on Daddy computer.
Auntie Mooney is not on Daddy's company, okay? She can't go and sing. Come, you must be tired. Go behind me.
And last but not least, we have our super singer mom, Mooney. Mooney works tirelessly day and night delivering food just for her darling daughter, Sunny. Round after round, we've been moved to tears by her sacrifice and hardship and a commitment to raise her child on her own, even from the very beginning, her pregnancy.
Name will be Sunny.
With you?
Yeah, with me and her, but she will be different. Better.
Oh, as in Sunny with an O or a U?
With you.
O with U.
S-U-N-N-Y. And
Alright, we are going for a short commercial break. Stay tuned to find out who is the winner.
sorry, but the performance haven't ended yet, you know.
Mooney, you have been a very, very naughty girl.
But I stick to the script, what?
Why didn't you tell us, Mooney?
Tell you what.
Kitty Angel 02?
I don't know what you're talking about. What Kitty Angel 02?
You know we have an online audience, right? They were commenting how you look so familiar. The face in MMM is now on Only Friends.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. You anyhow say what friends
Stop
only
lying!
have.
Where is your daughter?
She's done.
No, I mean when you're streaming, where is your daughter? In previous rounds, you mentioned that you live in a one-room flat, right?
Yeah, so.
So when you're streaming, where is your daughter?
She's in the next room.
What room?
The toilet. The toilet, okay?
The toilet?
I make sure she has everything she needs. Soft toys, coloring books, water, homework. I give her everything.
Your daughter doing homework in the toilet?
You think I want this? Who's going to pay for rent, for electricity, for food? 2 jobs are not enough. I have no choice. What do you know? You tell me how many children you have?
That's irrelevant, but you're hazard to your child. I'm calling child protection services.
No!
Security! Get this crazy woman away from me!
Don't even start you with me! She's my everything!
Okay, crew, pick 5.
Mooney!
Where did they take her? I don't know. Do you think they'll take our children away?
Aiden,
Why would they? If they find out a mistake we made?
mistake?
Thank you. If they find out something like Rachel didn't want to do the show,
Rachel didn't want to do the
or
show.
that Rachel actually drowned because it was a Saturday morning. I was tired from a long week at work, and Looming and I is just not good.
Slow down.
And Rachel just kept drifting further and further away. I was tired, but I promised her we will build sandcastle on the weekend, and I fell asleep. While she was playing, I fell asleep.
Alicia?
They took Mooney away from Sunny because she was in the bathroom. What about me?
Alicia, it is not your fault.
My daughter almost died. I tried so hard, but she still... I have to leave the show just in case.
Leave?
As long as I'm on this stage, they will find out and they will take Rachel and Jonathan away. I am not good enough yet.
Alicia, nobody
But I will not risk my children for this game.
Alicia, you don't understand. You can't leave.
No, think about it. If I leave, it'll be for the better. You will confirm win. You did this only for Aiden, so...
Felicia, we can't leave. Don't you remember the rules of the game? There's no winning by default. So if you quit, they will just redo this whole thing all over again. And we have to do this all over again. Do you remember how it was like when we first started?
Yeah. Remember loose skin Lucy? How they zapped her tattoos off before episode 2 because of all the complaints.
I can still hear her screams. And they bought us donuts afterwards, and MSF was like, a moment on your lips.
A lifetime on your hips.
Look, Felicia, we can do this. We are just a few
few minutes away from the award ceremony, and besides, it is not a criminal offense for you to fall asleep when you're tired. Okay? They are not going to take Rachel and Jonathan away from you. Let's just step out there, take a deep breath.
Hey, get dressed and get into positions and stick to your script.
Oh, sorry.
Hi. Yes, we have checked thoroughly. She did not include that in the application form. But no worries, sir. We'll get her child settled. And yes, the show too. Welcome back to MAMA Medallion 2032. Here is our finalists, Felicia and Audrey, both fearless mothers who have battled it out till the end. Now, remember, the winner's children will walk away with a chance to study at any institutions of their choice, with fully paid by the state, with a residency in MSF Tuition Center. They will be guaranteed an interview at any 3 companies of their choices, with a grant of $300,000 in grooming and a lifetime membership in Future Fitness and a domestic helper forever! Of course, terms and conditions applies. Now, the moment we are all been waiting for. Who will win this opportunity of a lifetime and don the MAMA Medallion apron? The judges have spoken and your votes have too. Ladies and gentlemen, the most deserving, most selfless, most sacrificial mother of the prestigious MAMA Medallion Award is Chang Eng. Unfortunately, she can't be with us right now, but we know for a fact that for her daughter's sake, she has sacrificed what no mother could, her only child. Now Sunny Chang will be taken care of under the generosity of the state with everything she needs, just because of her precious mother's sacrifice. What we give up for our children, who will start the families of tomorrow.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the premiere of 2020. My name is CE, and I am a memory artist. Thank you for gracing this momentous occasion with your presence. To thank you all for your generous sponsorships or persevering friendships, I will be personally explaining my exhibition only for today. The impulse that drives this exhibition is the past. Past experiences, past memories, past actions. I want you to experience what the past looks like to me. More importantly, I want you to experience and understand how the past has changed me. Lacuna has been a vessel for my emotions, a conduit for my thoughts, a looking glass for my introspection. This piece is a physical representation of the lacuna I was once in, and sometimes still find myself in. I am very pleased to announce my collaboration with Lacuna Tech, where I'll be showcasing their latest technology, the cache. The cache is a state-of-the-art invention where it combines memory, storage, and memory imaging into one portable device. The result is a virtual avatar that's able to replicate your memory from any of your memories. You can press pause, rewind, replay at any point in time. The best part of it, you can devise how you want your memories to be presented. Before we enter the exhibit, I must inform you that some of the contents may be potentially triggering. So if you feel unsafe or uncomfortable at any point in time, please feel free to step outside. Presenting for the very first time, Lacuna.
It was dark. It was that kind of darkness that you don't know what's around you. I only remember that there were a lot of toys. And the last thing I heard my father saying was, "Go in and kneel. And if I come back, you're not kneeling, you will know." And I started crying. I just cried and cried and cried. And I stopped crying after a while. And then fear starts to creep in. I feel that the toys are staring at me. They're all smiling. Are they laughing at me? Why would they laugh at me? I cover my ears to stop hearing all those laughters. I'm horrified. But soon, the toys are not so scary anymore. And I start to observe them. They all look so different. And I even found my friend. It was my Barbie doll friend and my toy soldier friend. But they all look so dirty. Like no one had cared for them. That moment, I felt the connection between them. Am I not the same? My dad used to lock me up in the storeroom just because I cried too loud. He's scared that our neighbors will be suspicious of him beating me. But if you walk around me, for once, just once, you will be able to see this.
Pause. Rewind. Play.
My dad used to lock me up in the storeroom just because I cried too loud. He's scared that our neighbors will be suspicious of him beating me. But if you walk around me, for once, just once, you will be able to see this. My dad used to be the best dad in the world! Yay! And all it takes is just a few cups of alcohol. And everything will be ruined. He's like a beast that's out of the cage. He will ask me to kneel down and cane me. And all I can do is just cry and cry and cry. And I found a pattern. The louder I cry, the less painful it gets. Do you know how to protect yourself from a beast that's out of the cage? You go into the cage. And hopefully the cage is dark enough so nobody sees the scar that the beast has left on you. And you just rest in peace.
If only I too could rest in peace. I mean, life hits us all pretty hard sometimes, right? Sometimes I think life hits me so hard, I mistake it for my father hitting me. Oh my gosh, I should have been a stand-up comedian instead. Oh well, I do see some worried faces in the crowd. No worries about that. I'm gonna do what I do best. Being avoidant and moving on. Growing up, the question I always asked myself was, how can I do better? I grew up a perfectionist, always obsessing over minute details or the right expression. If one macaroni was out of line on the colored paper, I would insist on redoing the artwork. I spent hours and hours rewriting an essay just because I felt like it didn't sound right to me. People always talk about addiction in the form of pills, or syringes, or alcohol. But addiction looked like control to me. And just like any other addiction, control struggled with me.
I skipped lunch again today. It's a sacrifice I have to make if I don't want to be late for CCA again. My friends are always asking me to eat lunch with them, but I can't afford to do that, especially when it's SYF season. It's my last year of secondary school, so I really want to be able to get distinction before I graduate. I run towards the dance studio and I swing open the door to find that no one's here yet. There's still 10 days left to dance practice, but that's not enough time to eat a proper meal. Never mind. It's okay to eat less sometimes. Dance practice always starts late because there are always latecomers. My dance instructor didn't like that because it's already so close to SYF season. Whenever someone was late, she would make the whole club do 20 sit-ups for every minute that person was late as punishment. We shouldn't complain though, because sit-ups help to build core strength and make us look slimmer. We also just took measurements for our tailor-made costumes, so it's not like we can afford to put on any more weight. But we could afford to lose that weight because when you all land from your jumps, you sound like elephants. And you know, back in the day, your seniors' waists were only this small. But now, because none of you can fit into their old costumes, we have to spend more money to buy new ones. And last but not least, CE. You don't get to do partner work because you're too heavy to be lifted. Well, the thing is, I had a naturally bigger frame, right? Shoulders too wide, hips too wide, thighs too fat. I couldn't help but look at myself in the mirror and think, how can this be the body of a dancer? I skipped lunch again today. And before that, breakfast too. Because I was born this way, I had to work harder to become smaller. Eat less and dance more. Aiyo, you're so skinny already. You need to eat more, you know.
Fast forward.
Hey, you so young, why your thighs got cellulite? You need to exercise to get rid of it. Hey, I got good news for you. You lost weight.
Play.
Suddenly, everyone had something to say about my body. I didn't like that. People were always telling me what to do. But this is my body, and whatever I do to it is none of anybody's business. That's when I started vomiting. Not all the time, but only when I wanted to, so that I could look the way that I wanted to look. Eat less, dance more, vomit. Sometimes it was eat, dance, then don't need to vomit. But more, it was just
Play.
And my body finally started listening to me. Because I worked so hard, my dance teacher realized that I was actually a very good dancer. And I got center position. That year for SYF. We got distinction.
Shortly after, I had to be admitted into an inpatient facility because my addiction got out of control. Ironic, is it, that the more control I thought I had over myself, my body, the comments, the less control I had over reality. It took years of checking in and out of the inpatient facility until the relationship between me, my body, and my weight finally stabilized. The same couldn't be said for my relationships though. Control took up so much space and so much room that it left no room for my partners to exist. And when I had to fight for what mattered the most, I lost.
I visited my therapist yesterday and I told her about the two guys I had recently dated. Yeah, the one from April 2009 and the one I hung out with back in December the same year. Oh yeah, you're right, it's October, not December. My therapist says that a successful relationship will only come to me if I overcome some obstacles. I think she actually means that I have more red flags than a communist rally. She told me 3 keys to having a healthy and a successful relationship. First, respect his privacy. Second, respect his privacy. And third, respect his privacy. Actually, she only gave me 1 key, but I think she felt the need to emphasize on it 3 times because she knew I wouldn't get it the first or the second. So I was thinking about how do I go about this? And she read my mind, probably because she knows that I am bad at relationships. So she gave me a breakdown of what I can do, or rather, what I should not do. Do not check his phone. Do not track his location. Do not shut them out. Why are there 10 attempts to unlock my phone again? Why you change your phone password? Wasn't it the day and the month of my birthday?
I changed it because my boss saw my password yesterday.
Last month you say your mother saw your password. This month your boss saw your password. So I guess next month someone else will see your password.
Why do you need my password? Won't you just learn to trust me?
I'm trying to.
Remember what your therapist said about not checking my phone?
I know. It just feels that something has changed.
Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is the password on my phone. Why are you doing my phone again?
Alright, if you won't show me your phone password, why don't you let me see what is in your phone right now?
Why must you do this? Okay, I didn't want to bring this up now, but I know you were looking into my phone yesterday.
You knew?
Rewind. Play.
Babe, are you still in the shower?
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
Alright.
Babe, I'm done.
That's all. Play.
Okay, I'll give you my phone password. It's my birthday. You remember, right?
Oh, yeah, we celebrated your birthday last month.
Yeah.
Last year.
Mm.
Why don't you tell me the numbers? It could be the day and then the month, or the month and then the day.
Okay, day first.
What day is it?
Monday.
Monday isn't a number.
No, what? Yeah, first day of the week was 01.
That makes sense. Okay. We celebrated your birthday in the Middle of last year. June.
And you can't unlock my phone because you don't remember my birthday, right? My birthday is the 3rd of December.
Well, even as I got to check their phones once in a while, I thought it was too troublesome. Being the technophile I am, I found an easier way to check their information about their whereabouts by using a tracking app.
What is this?
I didn't do anything to your phone.
What do you mean you didn't do anything? There's a new app in my phone.
It's just an app used to.
Okay, so that's why you're asking me where I am every time, so that you can make sure that I'm being honest with you.
Come on, babe. It's nothing big.
Baby, this is too much, okay? I'm not one of the trashy guys I've dated. Neither am I your father. I need you to trust me and respect my privacy, okay?
This is my way of trusting you.
But it's not working.
Sorry. I just wanted to protect myself.
But you're hurting me.
Let's just say everything is my fault. I'm tired.
Maybe we should part for you to heal.
You spend most of your life looking through distorted lenses. It's difficult to discern right from wrong. It's even harder to realize that you're looking through distorted lenses that your parents gave you because that was all they could afford. Then after realizing, you push and reject the people around you, the things you once loved, the world you live in. You lose trust in the reconciliatory olive branches for the momentary rush of control that never seems to be enough. You throw and snap and burn every branch until you find yourself completely and utterly alone in that dark, barren pit that you have unknowingly dug for yourself. But even after you've clawed your way out, it's difficult to reconcile reflexes and reality. A hand reaching out to comfort looks like a raised hand poised to strike. Insecurities just look like poorly disguised covers for infidelity. A glance isn't just a glance. Is that resentment towards me? They say time heals. I don't believe that. But I do believe that time gives us a space to reflect. It gives us the ability to look at our past from a distance, the height to consider different perspectives. Hindsight may be 20/20, but what good is it if we don't use it to better ourselves, for ourselves? When we are finally able to look at our trauma in the eye, a little more courage and a bit more bravery, that's when we know we are healing, right? I don't know if I'll ever finish healing. I don't know when I will relapse next. I don't know if I'll ever be able to let go of control. But one thing's for sure. I am enough.